Hello plant friends and welcome to my channel. I wish I had more plants. My name is Erica and I love houseplants, and so that's what I do on this channel. I share my houseplant journey. Today I have a few plant chores to share with you, and when I started editing this video I realized that it's gonna be over 40 minutes long, so I decided to cut it in two parts. And today in this first part I'm going to share with you how I am planting in my bird of paradise seeds, and I also have Begonia Maculata to cut up because, I don't know, there is something wrong with it and it's not too happy, so I decided to propagate it. I know that it's autumn, but oh well, it's already done, so yeah. And I also have a small avocado pit garden, so I'm gonna share that with you as well. And in the second part I'm going to be repotting this bad boy because I still have not seen the roots after I bought it, which is about a month ago now. So I'm going to be repotting that bad boy and also my regular Monstera deliciosa because it needs to be staked up, and I have some nice sticks that I found under the bush outside. So yeah, that's what I'm going to be showing you in a second part, so stay tuned for that. And without further ado, let's jump into today's plant chores. Okay, so I'm going to be starting with potting up the seeds, and yeah, I'm going to show it to you. Oh, by the way, I also have some avocado pits, and I have this box. It was from gummies, and I filled it up with perlite, and I was thinking to just like keep on piling avocado seeds in here because we eat sometimes some avocados, and yeah, I thought, I don't know, I would like to root them up in perlite, see how that goes, because I've never done that, and just like have a farm of avocados here. I hope that's gonna be fun. So yeah, we're gonna do that today as well. And here are the corms. So I had 3, but one was really soft, so I threw it out before soaking it. Here is the corm. And another one I have right here. They're quite small, but we will see. I hope it's gonna go fine. And I have 5 seeds of bird of paradise. And this is so I have 5. They're here. If you remember in my previous video I was showing them and they had these orange fluff. I'm gonna put a short picture here how they look like. And I took it off and I soaked the seeds for a little bit longer than 48 hours because it said to soak it for 48 hours, and actually yesterday evening was 48 hours and right now it's like 12 o'clock the next day. So yeah, a little bit longer, but they look okay. They seem to be fine, so I'm going to be sowing them. And I have only 6 cups, so one of the cups will have to get 2 of the bird of paradise seeds because I would like to put these corms separately, so 1 in each pot. And I watched some tutorials on how to do it because I've never done it before, and people peel off the sheets off of the corms, so I'm going to try and do that just a little bit, probably not everything. Yeah, so it has this hard sheet. It comes off quite nicely. While I'm doing this, I'm going to talk a little bit about the potting soil that I made. So I have a mix of soil here. I actually have no idea what kind of a pot seedlings like potting soil, but what I have here is 3 more or less equal parts of cocoa peat, of perlite, and some bonsai potting soil because I like how it's a little bit chunky and gonna give a little bit of aeration. And I added perlite for drainage, and I added cocoa peat for keeping the moisture in, and yeah. So this is how the corm looks like when I peeled it off. I'm holding it upside down right now, so it has this tip which is going to go up, and then the other side has this tail which looks like a piece of root, and it's going to be going down into the soil. So let me remove this from the second corm. Okay, so I have both of the corms peeled. I'm going to take you lower now, and I will see you how I will show you how the process goes. Okay. This is the soil that I have. And here is cocoa peat, here is bonsai soil, and here is perlite. So I'm going to mix it all up together. I have my tiny greenhouse right here, and this is, by the way, my Rhaphidophora tetrasperma cuttings. Look at how big they are growing. Oh, what's that? Some browning spots. But they're growing so big. I am in love with them. I mean, they're so cute. They have that nice bluish color. I love it. Okay, anyways. So here I have the cups. I'm going to be filling them up. I'm not pressing it in like really fully, and just like a little bit so that it would fall into. And I'm also not going to be filling up more than this line right here, because I feel that sometimes when you're sowing the seeds, they tend to push up when the root goes down, so I want to be able to top up the soil a little bit later. So I'm going to fill up all 6 cups right now and meet you later. Okay, so all of the cups are filled right now. The soil is a little bit damp, I guess, but I'm going to spray it up a little bit, because when you water the plants after you put the seeds in, it's gonna dislocate the seeds, I don't know, like change the position of the seeds, and I don't want that. I want the seeds to stay where they are right now, so I'm going to be moistening up the soil beforehand. Alright, so let's move on to the seeding. So I'm going to take like a small skewer, and I'm going to be making a hole, just like this. There is a small hole in the middle. I'm gonna take the seed and chuck it in, and yeah, just gently tap on the soil. So this one is going to have 2. Okay, so the seeds I basically just threw in there, and we will see how it goes. And the corms I'm actually going to be trying to position with the tip up. Let me show you on the bigger one. So, like you have the corm, here is like an onion tip, and the other end, it looks like root, like it's dry and long, so the tip is going up. Oh, my leg fell asleep. Oops. Okay, did I put it here? I think so. Okay, so I feel like that is nicely done. I'm going to be closing the dome on this greenhouse, and I'm going to be placing it into a sunny location. It gets some airflow, and right now I think I'm gonna close it to raise humidity a little bit. This is how it looks like. Happy. I'm happy. I cannot wait to see something start happening on these. Now I just really need to remember to water them frequently, because I am an underwaterer, so I hope this is gonna go well. I think it's gonna. Okay, so let's move on to avocados. Okay, so I have my bowl here. Let me take you a little bit lower once again, and let's see what I'm doing. Sorry, I hiccuped in the middle of that word. Anyways, so here we have the bowl. I'm going to give it quite a nice soak in water. Okay, that's actually a lot of water, but I think it's going to be fine. So you can see the amount of water collecting at the bottom when I move it. Yeah, so I think this is going to be great for avocados. This baby I was growing in a small jar, just like bottom submerged in water, and it already started splitting. I had it there for a few weeks, I think, and I don't know if you can see, but there is a split going down in the middle. A natural split. And yeah, this is how they start. Then they split and they start root from the bottom. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm just going to be shoving them in like this. I'm going to look for the bottom on all the bits, and I'm just going to wiggle it in the perlite. And so every time I will have an avocado pit, I'm just gonna come in here, wiggle it in, and let it brew. I think I'm also going to be placing this on the windowsill where it can get light and get humid, and yeah, I just think that this is gonna be a nice environment for it. I think that it's gonna get warm in there, and avocados like that when they are sprouting, so let's see. Also, I really don't need any more avocado trees or mango trees, but here I am making more because it's fun, and let's see how it's gonna grow in here, and I hope that this is gonna look cute when they're all gonna pop up. Yeah, we will see. Okay, so the next thing I have is this Rex Begonia behind me. It's not Rex Begonia, it's cane begonia. It's my beautiful Begonia Maculata. It was once my pride and joy, and then it started dropping leaves, and I cannot figure out what's wrong with it. I up-potted it, I do not see any pests on it, and it just keeps dropping leaves and losing color, so I'm going to be chopping it up. I have a jar here. I'm going to fill it up with water. So let's do that first. I should have done this at the sink, but it's too late, we're here now. Okay, I think this is enough. It's not full, it's like 2/3 up. I think should be fine. Okay, I'm going to take my shears. They are sterilized. I don't have alcohol, so I'm just spraying them with, not spraying, I'm heating it up with a lighter. And yeah, let's first take out the stakes from this baby because I have staked it up, and we will try to propagate. Now that the stakes are out, let's chop this baby up. I'm going to cut it first, and then I will show you how I cut it, where I cut it, and how I do it. So, okay. Let's take this one. Okay, so here you can see this leaf is getting really yellow. So I'm going to remove it because it's dying anyways. And yeah, this is what I'm talking about. So it has this really, really long stem right now and dropping even more leaves. And what I did is you can see all these spacings on the stem. So these parts where the leaf comes out, where there's a ring, are called nodes. And what you want to do is cut in between them, because this is the place where the roots normally come out, although in begonias I think roots come out from all over the stem, so also all over the leaves. These plants are insanely awesome, like literally you can cut off a piece of leaf, put it in the ground, and it can root under correct conditions. So this is a really long stem. I think I would like to cut it maybe this much. And so this is going... Also, you don't want to leave too many leaves, so I'm gonna keep 4 leaves on this, because we want that energy that otherwise the plant would put in the leaves to concentrate on to making roots. And yeah, this is our first cutting. So I'm going to inspect it again because I don't know. Like, I don't know what's wrong with it. And there is no pests on it, it just looks fine. So I really am not sure, and the roots were okay too. So yeah, this is our first cutting, and I'm just going to place it in water, make sure that the stem is submerged. So once I have all my cuttings in here, I'm going to fill up a little bit more water. And let's keep on doing that. I actually just realized that probably you haven't seen me cut this plant up. I should have put you down all this time ago, but I'm so sorry. It's too late now. I almost finished cutting it up. Okay, so I have the last piece. I'm just chopping it. Taking this leaf off. Another actually interesting thing I would like to show you. Let me find one here now. So if you look, for example, at this stem, you can see that the nodes are very close to each other. So that means that the leaves were growing really bushy. There was leaf after leaf after leaf coming out. So it means that it was standing in a lot of light. It was having optimal conditions because the leaves were bushy, it was growing nicely. And on this stem, you can see that it is actually longer, but it only has one node, so probably the plant wasn't getting enough light, it was trying to reach the light, and that's why it grew longer nodes before producing new leaves. So I don't know what's up with this plant. That's all I wanted to say, but okay. So I made my cuttings. This is how my base look like right now. It is filled with water, but I'm going to fill it up a bit more, and I'm going to place it on my windowsill and let it root. Change the water once a week. I've read that these plants root really fast, and we will see. I will keep you updated. As for the mother plant, I think I'm going to be throwing this all thing out. Actually, maybe I'm gonna cut a few stems off, because I would like to propagate it as a wet sticks too and see if it will grow a plant like that, because I don't know, I just like to experiment, and why not? I have it here already, so might as well experiment. I'm taking all the leaves off. I'm going to try and make this wet stick propagations. A wet stick propagation is when you don't have any leaves and it's just a stick, and you try to put it somewhere humid and warm and see if it will grow something. And actually, why not? I mean, I like experimenting, and otherwise I would just throw this plant out, which might as well experiment before do that, so I can throw out the rotten parts if something goes wrong. And if it doesn't go wrong, then I will have more plant. So what I'm going to do, I'm gonna get another box like this, and I'm gonna fill it up as well with perlite, and I'm going to be covering it up and placing in a sunny location, probably on my windowsill, and see if it will sprout any roots, and I will keep you guys updated on that. Because this is the exact same method I did on my philodendron heart leaf. So it's just a simple philodendron, and I grew it out of the wet sticks. Okay, this is how many I have. Put that camera all over. We will see how it goes. Okay, so I think we are done with propagations and the seeds and all of that stuff, and right now let's move on to repotting this bad boy. Okay, so since I filmed this video like 10 days ago, I have a small update actually, so I can show you, because this is quite exciting. So first I'm gonna share with you my avocado garden thingy. So as you can see, they're all splitting up. You can clearly see the splits. And do the splits. Hey, like this one. It even has a root. So it's right there. And I put a small one here today as well. It's so tiny. I mean, look at how tiny this avocado pit is. I don't know why it's so small, but it's tiny and adorable. Oh, actually, here you go. It's not that big of a root. So actually, this perlite method is working really well. I was not expecting that, but actually I wasn't expecting anything. I don't know why I said that, but yeah, it's growing. Oh, another root. And the big boy also has a root out already. So that's really exciting. I'm gonna close it back up. Basically, I was just keeping it closed this whole time, so not really opening. I forgot to poke the holes into the lid too, but it doesn't seem that it minds it, so it's doing great. And I also have an update on my begonia. So here it is. It is growing on my window right there. So I have it in the corner here. And yeah, that's all the light it's getting. And here we go. So it also has some roots starting to grow. You can see there. It is growing these long roots. And yeah, so I think it's gonna be great. I actually didn't change the water on it yet, and I think I should. Yeah, I really should, but I think I'm gonna do this after this video. So yeah, this is a small update I have on these babies for today. Oh yeah, and nothing really happened yet with my seedlings, so I don't have an update on that, but I'm gonna update you as soon as anything will happen to them. So that was it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you learned something new and had some fun, because I sure did. Yeah, I will keep you guys updated on how everything is going. If you want to see me repot this bad boy and again, my regular Monstera Deliciosa, so stay tuned and maybe give a like to this video if you liked it, and consider subscribing to my channel, because it means a lot to me. Just like seeing my follower count grow, it makes me really happy. Plus I really want to reach 100 subscribers till the end of the year, and thank you so much one more time for watching this video, and stay tuned for the second part of it. And yeah, bye, see you next time.